Good evening, everybody. Sean Gardner with your Tennessee forecast. We have a lot to talk about, a lot of changes in the forecast from the video I posted yesterday. Good thing is we're starting to have some model agreement, but bad thing for you snow lovers is that right now it looks like this is going to be mainly a rain event. So let's take a look at what's going on right now. Earlier in the day, right after we got out of school, actually, we had some light snow and some snow flurries. Actually came down in some pretty big flakes. And here you can see, some heavier snow off to our east. And tonight, we may get a few snow flurries. Here's the high resolution model, and this will show what I'm talking about. You have most of your snow off to our east, but you see a few snow flurries may fall, but this won't amount to anything. Maybe a little bit on the plateau in East Tennessee, but that's about it. And after that, it's pretty dry until we get to Thursday. Now let's take a look at the GFS, and we're finally, like I said, starting to have some better model agreement. So here we are rolling into Thursday, and you see mainly rain. And with the latest model runs, it's pretty much all rain, maybe just a little bit of snow on the backside, but if that, and it moves through quickly, and it keeps most of the snow in to our east and eastern Tennessee and eastern Kentucky. And the GFS is not showing a whole lot of accumulation at all. If you look for Tennessee here, it keeps any of the snow accumulation on the plateau and, very light. So that's the GFS. And here I'm going to move it to where the precipitation starts so we can compare it to the Canadian model. Here's what the Canadian model shows. And it's very similar to the GFS. And, if you watched my video yesterday, you can see that's a big difference. Yesterday, the Canadian had 5 to 10 inches of snow, and the GFS had us at nothing. And here we go. A little bit of different. Has some rain on the north side for southern Indiana, central Indiana, but mainly rain for us. And same story, rain with just a little bit of snow on the back. Let's take a look at the GFS at that, and that's very similar. So we're starting to have some model agreement here, which is a good thing. We're starting to be able to pinpoint that forecast. And this still is a few days away. But same thing with the Canadian. This moves through and keeps any of the snow to our east. Now let's take a look at accumulation for the Canadian model. And that shows the same thing. Here you are Friday with just a light coating of snow in eastern Tennessee and more as you get into the mountains. So let's take a look. Now, that's the system moving through on Thursday and into Friday. Right now, it looks like very limited, if any, snow. And if we do get snow, it looks like it's going to be in East Tennessee and areas of the plateau. Now let's talk about another system we have moving through. And here's the GFS again. And this is this weekend. Now, this is still far out. So this, take this with a grain of salt. This is going to change a lot. Here we are on Sunday, and you see we have rain and snow coming through the area, and this actually gives us a pretty good amount of snow. And this far out, a lot of times these models gives us too much snow, but this is definitely something we have to watch. We have a potential for rain changing to snow again, and we get a little break, and we have another system moving through right behind it, and the accumulation for that is a lot higher. Here's the GFS for the weekend. Here we are. Here's Monday, so that's right after the weekend, and we have a good swath of anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of snow in portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, and again, this is likely going to change a lot between now and then, but the possibility is there. Let's take a look at the Canadian, which is showing it's a lot different than the GFS, and here is Friday, Saturday, and here we roll through Sunday. A little different than what the GFS shows, but similar situation, rain and snow, and this keeps most of the snow to our east. But then it has another, like the GFS shows, another system moving through. So let's take a look and see what the accumulation says for the Canadian model. And it shows a pretty sizable event for Tennessee, especially in eastern Tennessee. You got 4, some places up to 10 inches of snow in the mountains, but a good swath of 1 to 3 inches and higher amounts east. So this is still far out. We still have a lot to look at, but the potential is there for snow. But sorry for you snow lovers. Right now, it looks like Thursday and Friday is going to be mainly rain. We may get a little bit of snow in the back, but right now I don't see that amounting to much. And we also have the potential for snow this weekend, so I will keep you updated, and I will have a video out shortly. And thanks for watching.